What's up, baby? And we are back. This is your boy Hamlet as well. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to mash the like button, mash subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that bell so you can get notified whenever we come live and a new video comes on. All right. So what this video is titled is about trucking authority in New York. All right. Now, this is some really good information for people that are looking to get your authority in the lovely state of New York. All right. So I'm going to talk to you about my process. And I'm from New York. Came from the Bronx. All right. Repping the Bronx. And I'm going to talk about all that. Right. Talk about how getting your authority in the Bronx and what, the Bronx and in New York, and is it worth it? And, the hurdles that I have gone through. Right. Because you're probably facing things that, you're about to hear, because this is real. This is just honestly the real thing. We got JYC Trucking Joey Cruz. Thanks for coming back, man. I'm sorry for all those coming live and going off. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, so I forgot how to, set this whole thing up, all right? So let's dive into it, all right? So here I got a little plate. New York, all right, and this is for trucking. Now I apologize to my subscribers. I haven't uploaded anything in a while because my computer went down and I can't edit videos, so I can only do live videos for right now. But I figured I might as well get this done while I have it all fresh in my mind. Essentially, what it is I've been trying to apply for my authority. All right, so we got Nathan Nicholas, all right, in the house. YRC Trucking, you got it. JYC Trucking, Joey Cruz, you got it, bro. He says, man, that sucks. I did mine 2 months ago here in PA, and it was pretty smooth, but I don't understand New York. All right, so, you guys understand New York, right? This is not going to be an easy process. I'm going to tell you right now, all right? My brother, he applied for his authority in New York. We got my other dude, other owner op, Terry Rushing. Used to be an owner op in with Snyder and Landstar, and he got his authority in New York. His authority is based out of Newburgh, New York. Mine is based out of it was based out of Albany, New York, and so was my brother. I think his was based out of Watertown. All right, so all these locations, they weren't New York City, all right? Now, if you are thinking about doing New York City, I would think twice about putting that address in New York City, because I think really, that is the biggest issue, is New York City, in my opinion. Just with anything in New York State, almost 90% of the laws that gets passed in New York State is based on New York City, because New York City is exactly. Joey Cruz, you can only imagine. Exactly. So don't even, if you're thinking about using an address in the Bronx or any of those 5 boroughs, I wouldn't even dare try, because your premiums is about to be through the roof, all right? So we got experience, 3 other owner-operators, 2 other owner-operators besides me, that applied for their authority in New York. And all of us has issues from the IRP office, which is the registration office in New York State. They're really crazy. Like the DMV office, they want all this other paperwork, and you're probably not going to have a lot of it. Honestly, you're gonna have to run back and forth to Albany, because that's the one thing, you can only register your truck in New York State in one place, and I'm pretty sure it's like that in most states, but New York State is pretty big, and you have to go to Albany to get this thing registered. Now, I think they take the stuff by mail, but, usually when you're trying to get this stuff done, There's, it's not like you want to send this thing in the mail. No, you want to, because then you got kickbacks, and then, hey, you're missing a document, this, that, the third. So you want to be there in person, right? And that's the thing. Depending where you're at, whether you're in Buffalo or Watertown or Albany, if you're Albany, you're lucked out. If you're in New York State, in New York City, then you got to take that trip to Albany, and you're probably going to take a couple trips because they're gonna reject you the first time. Best believe it. Um, Besides that, all right, this is the main issue that I have ran into. All right, getting funding, getting insured for your authority, which is the most important part, right? For you getting your brand new authority, is going to be the biggest issue, right? And you think getting insurance would be nothing but a thing, just put a truck on, yeah, give me insurance. Well, here's what it is, right? New York State, like you would know, like most people call it one of the communist states. They have a bunch of laws in place, which these laws are going to impact you on growing your business, growing your fleet, or whatever you're trying to do. Some way or another, these laws are going to eventually affect you. And these laws affected me. You got, talking about some insurance stuff, we got, talking about the stuff for New York State, right? You got that in New York, I think it's no fault accident. Like, I think whether somebody hit you or you hit them, nobody's at fault, and both insurance companies got to pay out. So that's probably one reason why insurance companies don't like to fuck with New York, right? So one of the biggest issues is you're going to find let's just put a random number, out of the hundreds and thousands of companies out there for insurance, a lot of them don't write policies for New York. So what I'm saying is you can't get them to give you an insurance in New York. They're going to say, no, I don't do New York. So that sucks, because now you go from, being a new venture, you're put in a category where you're a risky category. And then you think you wanted to shop around and, get the best rate, but you're not going to be able to, because in New York, man, I swear there was only like 6 companies that I can get insurance through. There was Progressive, there was NICO, Indemnity, and some other ones. And these companies that I tried to get insurance through all had one issue or another, right? Here's some of the issues that I had with them, right? Let's start off with Progressive, right? Progressive, they wanted to put me on a 500-mile radius for the first year. So that means I would have to stick to doing something local or kind of regional and do that for a whole year. Now, I don't know what you're thinking on your operation. I'm doing an over-the-road thing, so I needed that shit wide open, right? I needed to run all 48 states, and that 500-mile thing, that is not going to work out. I mean, you could think about it like, yeah, you could probably ride out 500 miles and kind of go outside the little circle. But then what happens if somebody, if one of these weigh stations are open and they do a full-on inspection, and then, you got to submit that to your insurance company, and they're going to see that you were outside of the 500-mile radius. So what they're going to do, they're going to drop you from your insurance. And all of a sudden, your trucking company is at a risk. You got however many trucks are on the road, so you're not looking to do, you're not, you got to think about stuff like that. You don't want to be running risky out there like that. Now, I guess this video is probably more towards, the fleet owner, the guy that's probably coming in at, 2, 3, 4 more trucks, than instead of the guy coming in at 1 truck. But still, here's some information, because here's some things I didn't know. Even if I came at 1 truck, I was having some other issues, some kickbacks. So Progressive, we talked about the 500-mile radius. They wanted to do that for New York State. That wasn't going to work for me. Then we had Lancer, one of these other insurance companies. I have a 99 Volvo and I had a 2000 Volvo. They didn't want to insure the 99 Volvo. Like, they were like, yeah, we can't insure the 99 Volvo, we can insure the 2000. I'm like, it's off by 1 year. It's the same exact truck, same exact thing. You see what I'm saying? So like that just blew my mind. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And he said, yeah, he said, the agent said, it has nothing to do with the ELD or anything like that. It's been like that. They made a rule ever since 2000 or whatever. And so think about it, folks. that's another thing. If you, depending on the kind of truck you're getting, on the year, you might not be even be able to get insurance. On depending on how hard your state is. States like New York, Cali, maybe even Jersey and Florida. The guy was, the insurance agent. We chit chatted up. He talked a lot about states that some insurance companies they just don't like, and he was telling me, one of the agents was telling me, says, hey, the closer you get to New York City, the higher your premiums are going to be. And then a lot of the insurance companies, so here and here's the other thing. Sorry, the kickbacks. The other kickbacks I was getting was, here's the other thing about fleet owner, right? Now you got to start thinking about insurance, right? How many years are they going to restrict you to growth? And then how many years do they require drivers to have, right? I mean, you got to think about all the stuff. Like, they could give you a sweet deal and a sweet price, but if you're trying to grow a fleet and those two numbers are not like, they're not matching to what you're expecting, it's going to hinder your growth, right? So you got somebody, oh shit, I missed a comment here. We got Justin the port trucker. Yo, I think Justin running the Cali ports, right? We got Henny Bautista. How you doing, man? And C Gonzalez. Damn, I'm in the BX. Bro, you're probably going C Gonzalez, you're probably gonna need to, find one of your family members that are upstate and try to use their address or use a virtual office address. But here's what it is, right? So Justin the port trucker, he's running Cali ports. All right. Did you run into SoCal down there? So we got sorry, I lost my train of thought here now. Trying to think now. So back to the growth, right? So most of these insurance companies, they're gonna require, your hires, your drivers to be, they need to have 2 years experience or 3 years experience. Some even might go, say it need to be 5 years experience, and that can hinder your growth, because most, like me and Terry were talking, most drivers that have stayed in long, that are good drivers, by the third year, they're already running their own thing, you know what I mean? So nobody is going to be, the drivers that you want. So it's going to be, the more and more years that require, the harder it is to grow, right? So if you can find an insurance company that says, hey, we don't really care about, the growth too much, or the years of experience. And then here's the other thing, the growth, right? Progressive would have kept me, or the other insurance companies, but they didn't want me to be more than one truck for a whole damn year, right? Now, when you're growing your fleet, and depending on the stages of when you started growing your fleet, if you started growing your fleet at another carrier, and then you're trying to move all your trucks in onto your own authority, or if you're starting up with 2-3 trucks right away, all this matters, And if they're telling you, like, no, you can only be one truck for a whole year, that really matters, folks. And, for like me, I have 2 trucks, and I don't want to hear like, yo, you got to put this other truck onto some other authority. Like, I'm not down with it, Like, I'm paying all this money to get this authority done, and how do I have my own, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm not feeling it, honestly. And let's see, look, we got the comments right here. Let's see, we got YRC Trucking. I guess that's another thing why mine was kind of easy. Mine's only 500-mile radius. I make good doing 500 miles from my home, but we'll expand soon. YRC Trucking, and see, that's somebody telling you exactly what it is. Like that. This is not fake, folks. This is real. Like, Progressive could tell you that you can only drive 500 miles, and you got to try to figure out, if you're down with that. If you're over the road cat and you're like, they put a strain on you on 500 miles, are you down with that? But YRC Joey Cruz, he likes staying at home, so that works out good for him, And Progressive came at a really good rate. I won't lie, they came at a pretty affordable rate, lower than all the other ones. But that's the other thing. It's like, I need I need to be traveling all 48. So that wasn't gonna work for me. So that was one of the biggest issues, right? One of the biggest issues for me was trying to find insurance in New York. That's one. Then to put it on top of it was trying to find an insurance company that was going to let me come in under 2 trucks and grow still a little bit, you know. Here's one thing that I kind of, you know, and for you guys to think about. When you apply for these insurance companies, whether you get denied, if you get denied or whatever, you can't apply to them for 30 days. So let me tell you something what happened, right? I done applied to all of the insurance companies that write policies in New York, all of them, right? You know what happened? I literally could not get insurance for my authority for another 30 days. Tell me that's not bugged out. You definitely got to be on your P's and Q's, ladies and gentlemen, because that could have fucked me up. Honestly, it really did. It really could have, you know. And I'm gonna read these comments real quick. Just, you know, just something to think about. Let's see. I guess that's we got C. Gonzalez, aka New York Trucker. How's life going, bro? Life is going good. It's all right, you know. Can't complain. How about Northland Insurance? See, here's the thing. Northland Insurance, from all the stuff I've been in, like accidents and dealing with tow truck guys and, you know, insurance claims and stuff like that, I heard Northland Insurance, they're good. Like, they're real good. So if you have Northland Insurance, you know, I would keep them. That's what a lot of the, you know, these shops that I've been to, these mom and pop shops that I've been to, with the deer hitting the thing and then the jackknife and all that other stuff, they all told me Northland is good. So I would, if you can get qualified for Northland, that'd be awesome. Now, here's the thing is, I'm 27. I'm about to turn 28. My buddy Terry, he was 35. And, you know, we all had similar demographics on, you know, prior military and X amount of years driving. We have very similar demographics. He was able to qualify for Northland Insurance, right? And, you know, that's something he was able to get to that I couldn't get into. Now, my brother got very similar to stuff like me, except his was a little more risky, was a little bit more money because how much money, how young he was, right? So it all depends, you know, these are all factors that play, you know, how long you've been driving, you know, do they accept military experience, you know? And then what else? They accept military experience, how long you've been driving, if you had any wrecks, you know, how's your safety record looking? All these things affect your insurance premium. And so going back, you know, what I was saying is, I got denied by everybody in New York State trying to come in, you know, 2 trucks. And I literally couldn't get insurance for my authority. And I was sitting back and thinking, like, honestly, like, what am I going to do right now? Because I need to start making some money. And if I can't even put my trucks on the road, there's some issue there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have to lease onto somebody and run under them until the 30 days pass. And then still, I can still get denied after 30 days. Well, this is what happens when you got to start thinking outside the box as a small business owner. Well, I got this shop here in Ohio, and I started thinking, I'm like, man, what if I switch my stuff over to Ohio? I asked the agent, I'm like, hey man, I got a property here in Ohio. What if I use this address? He's like, yo, if you have Ohio, I can get you an insurance company that will let you hire drivers with 1 year experience. They accept military experience, so I could hire a military graduate brand new from CDL school and not have a high premium. I could grow 100 trucks in a year, all this gravy shit, like everything I wanted to hear. And I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I'm just 2 states away. He's like, hey, it's New York. This is real, folks. Tell me how I instantly got approved today on insurance. I'm just waiting for the numbers now with 2 trucks. Same year, same everything. 2 trucks and less restrictions. The throttle's wide open. Just because I moved my authority out of New York State to Ohio. So, this message is for you folks that are thinking about, growing your fleet in the lovely state of New York. And depending on the pace that you're trying to grow this fleet, you really need to watch this video and listen to what I'm saying. New York State will screw you in the ass, honestly. And you might not be able to grow as fast as you need to. Now, I'm gonna have to switch my LLC, my authority, there's just so could you imagine moving your LLC to another state? Like how much garbage you gotta start doing? You gotta call all these other companies that you had accounts with, all this other mail, start forwarding to another state, all these, attorneys that you gotta start calling, and bunch of stuff that you have to do to just switch to another state. And I'm still learning, all right? So let's check out these messages real quick. We have YRC Trucking. Progressive gave me a bunch of BS. Actually found a company from New York that was pretty good. That's the one I went with. Amazingly. Thanks for that information, YRC. We got Nathan Nicholas. What work you getting done on the trucks? Gonna show them? Are you asking, am I gonna make them show trucks, or do you want me to show you the truck? We got Derek Davis. Derek Davis, what's up, buddy? We got Wilfredo. I'm gonna screw this name up. Wilfredo Oida. Dope info. C. Gonzalez. Did your brother get his truck insured in New York? He did. He used my address, my home address, up in Watertown, and he got insured in New York on his Peterbilt, his 83-year-old Peterbilt. So he did get insured, but I don't think he can grow for a whole year. These are the things that I'm, trying to tell you guys, right? YRC Trucking. I would do it out of your shop, bro. That's a good idea. Jump on that. Exactly, bro. You got to start thinking outside the box. And I'm over here thinking, I'm like, yo, I got this shop. I'm paying rent here. Let me set up a mailbox here and everything. Run it out of here. This is more legit Odgers than anything I even got, right? Because when somebody Googles it, they're going to see trucks in here, So we got here, let's see what other comments we got. Nathan Nicholas, show the trucks. Okay. Listen, the trucks are looking real bad right now, all right? They're all pieces. You see back here, bro, like parts for days, okay? We'll show you guys the truck because I haven't gave you guys an update video. But as soon as I get my computer back and it's fixed, hopefully tomorrow or on Friday, I can start dropping some videos every day and catching up with you guys, everything. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn this around for the viewers. All right. So we got the doors right here. We're paint stripping them. I gotta still pop these doors off. The handles. Hold on. Let me turn off this air compressor. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So we got the frame rails right here. All right. Nice and coated. I don't really like how the paint came out, so I'm gonna have to sand this one more time and then repaint it black. We got the cross members here. All right, they're fucking what do you call it? Painted epoxy primered on there. We still gotta do some other things onto them, and then I set up some scaffolding today. I still need to set up the scaffolding all around the truck so that we can pretty much get to the top on there safely and without touching the paint while it's drying. I already painted the inside of this truck. All right, the bottom side, the undercarriage. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there you go. All right, and you got Mitch in the house. Yo. All right, and then let's see. We got this side completely stripped. So tomorrow we should be starting up on that side, and then let's see what's here on the back side. All right. Then we got that stripped. So once we get the scaffolding, we'll be able to get up here and finish doing the job or whatever. And then we just got tons of parts. I'm starting to need some more shelves. All right. So that is the stuff. Oh, I need to show you guys the colors, but you know what? I might just show it. I'll show it because I showed everybody on Facebook, so I know it ain't right if I don't show it around here. You know, JYC trucking. Gotta hit the bed, bro. Gotta get up super early. Be safe. Hey, you be safe too, bro. Damn, bro. Stripped down like Hudson Point style. Exactly. The professor. How's the new employee? If you found one. We found one. He's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. You know, he's learning. You know, we're training him up. He's learning, and I mean, it is what it is. It's a good employee, right? Like, I mean, I can't say, what do you call it? He's a shithead or anything like that. He's good, you know. So that's I guess one thing to kind of come off of my mind. All right, the paint colors we have are right here. The purple and this red. I wish I could find the little cars that we painted, but that's for another video, folks. All right, that's what we're gonna be painting. Let's see what the comments are real quick. Jesus. All right, we got Wilfredo Hita, damn bro, stripped down like Hudson Point style. Exactly. Looks like a chop shop in Hunts Point. Yo, what are you trying to say, man? Yeah, it does, bro. I get down and dirty. We strip it down to the bare metal. Down, open the windshield, everything, right? We're getting all the rust out of there and the whole nine. Anyways, this video wasn't about that. We're talking about the whole New York Insurance Authority. So hopefully tomorrow I just make my down payment on insurance on Authority. And here's another info. If you've been watching this video so far, by switching over from New York to Ohio, the man told me, he said, yo, your premium just went down $8,000. $4,000 a truck you just saved by switching from New York to Ohio. 4 G's. So think about it. If you're building a fleet, you could be saving $4,000 a truck. You know, if you got 10 trucks, that's 40. 10 trucks, 4,000? That's $40,000. Free money by just changing your shit from New York State and Ohio. I know you guys don't probably want to hear it, you know, changing it from New York State to Ohio to another friendlier state, but it is what it is. New York State just don't want to, they're a hard state to play with, you know. Damn, 4K, whoop whoop, exactly. I got 2 trucks, so that's $8,000 I just saved. Did you change your license to Ohio too? No, I haven't. See, Gonzalez, I haven't changed it yet, but I imagine, I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to change my license. I'm probably gonna have to change, man, I'm probably gonna have to change a lot of stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, as a business owner, you got to do what you got to do to keep grinding, you know, and to make money for yourself and your family and for your business, you know, and that's all, you know, that's all I'm trying to say. Exactly. It's worth it, you know. It's $8,000 to do all that. I mean, yeah, it's going to be worth it. Once you got operation running, you know, and because, you know, you got to think about it too, is if you would have leased on one of your trucks to another carrier, you'll be losing money. And so, you know what I mean? It's, you got to outplay the pros and cons. You know, if you only have 2 trucks, maybe you might not think it's worth it. You could just, you know, move one truck to another authority if you want to do it like that. But it just all depends, really, folks. But this video was just for you guys to, you know, just to think about getting your authority in one of those crazy states like New York, maybe Jersey. Henny got to tell me about that. Henny, you gotta, I want to do an interview. You got to let me know how New Jersey is going to be like getting authority for, and most craziest states. I'm going to do another live feed probably with the insurance agent, and he's just going to talk to you guys probably about just trucking insurance and what, you know, things that he finds, and stuff like that. Probably some good information. I know he probably got definitely got some information on there. So anyways, we got Charles McCorkle. Congrats, Hamlet. I'm almost there. Just hang on, guys, a little longer. I mean, it's you gotta just hang on. I mean, eventually it will come. It took me a while to get up here, honestly, and to get to the authority. But take your time, because when you do, you're not stressing about stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you weren't taking your time, and I was trying to get my authority thing put on, I probably would have done a silly decision and probably said, I'm probably just gonna put my other truck on somewhere else, and then and then I probably wouldn't be saving money. You see what I'm saying? If you take your time, then your mind, you get your mind right. You can start thinking out of the box and come out with solutions that'll actually save you money instead of costing you money. You see what I mean? Let's see. Henny Bautista, I'm getting quotes next week. I want to hear it, man. I think I came out to about 38,000 plus. I think about 44,000 for the whole year. Let me get the pen and paper real quick, and I'm gonna tell you guys the actual numbers for 2 trucks in Ohio. All right. Alright, so we got the little office back there in the shop, so don't mind that. Let's see, we got for liability came out to about 37,883 for the whole year. These are yearly numbers, all right. And then we got about another 6,500 for the physical and cargo. Now I got 2 trucks on there and 1 trailer. The 2 trucks are valued at each 20,000, and the 1 trailer valued at 50,000. So you guys can do the math, figure it out, pretty much what your operation is. But essentially we got 38, and then so 38, 39, 40 for the 1, for the 2, for the 3, for the 4. So about 44 to 45,000 I came at for the whole year, with the whole liability, the cargo, and the physical damage for 2 trucks in Ohio. All right. Those are some numbers that you could probably use to run in your head to figure out how much it's going to cost for you to run your fleet. All right. See, Gonzalez, you regret tearing down the truck. I know it's a pain in the ass. Yo, bro, you hit it on the head. This shit is a pain in the ass. But you know what? I don't, because I have learned so much about the truck that I feel a lot more confident out here on the road when I get on the road, and I get a little small breakdown. There's so much more stuff I can do now. I know where the parts are on the truck, and this, that, the third. I enjoyed this time, honestly. As much as I hate to say it, I enjoy this time. And what I want to do is I'm going to incorporate this into my business, and I'm just going to be flipping trucks in and out of here. So I'm glad I did it, honestly, really am. Nuker Dog, shit, I'm out of Ohio too. Versailles. Oh, okay. Where's Versailles? Is that in Columbus? Nathan Nicholas, I have any idea what it cost for rebuilding that truck? Bro, I haven't even really spent any money. I haven't even really spent any money on this truck, honestly. I did spend some money on the paint. I spent money on the paint. The paint wasn't cheap, so that was. I'm gonna come up with a figure, all right? I'm gonna come up with a figure on how much it costs, besides the labor and all that, because a lot of time goes into building one of these things. Wilfredo, Rome wasn't built in a day, bro. Keep at it. Exactly. And that's what everybody's got to do. Just keep at it. It wasn't built in a day. You can't just be rushing everything. What is your deadline to finishing the truck? MD Chevy Box Boy. I'm hoping to finish this truck May 1st. All right. May 1st or first week of May. I have a driver lined up and waiting for this truck, pretty much. And as fortunate it is for me, I might be able to drive that truck for 1 week on a paid off truck that's customized. I could finally know that feeling of what those Peterbilt guys and those Kenworths riding those nice slick painted trucks and with the lights and everything, just looking back and like, damn feeling of running, riding with a paid off truck, fully customized and everything. 36, bro. I think this is going to make you a better business owner. I think it's going to make you a better businessman. I think it's going to do really, really good things for you and your business. Yo, appreciate that, bro. I really do, because that's motivation. As a business owner, you hear all kinds of slander from everybody. Oh, you're not doing it right, or this, that, the third, or you should be putting your money here, buy a new truck, this, that, the third. And when you hear other people say, yo, you're doing good, it's a reminder. I appreciate it, honestly. We got Nick Bean. What's up, Hamlet? What's up, brother? Nick Bean, what's up? I think building a truck is going to be something that's knowledge that you would pay like at school and not even get it all the way exactly. Nooker Dog, west side in the middle of nowhere. 45 minutes north of I-79 or I-70. Damn. All right, folks. So I took up 36 minutes of your time. Don't forget to mash the like button, mash the subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'm going to drop some more videos this weekend on the restoration because I got to catch up with you guys. And I'm sorry for not providing it. The math adds up. It's all about profit. Nooker Dog, I was listening to your videos today while I was driving. It's awesome to see another guy out here doing it right, working hard. Exactly, working hard. And working hard, I don't care what anybody says. Working hard gets you places, honestly. I'll probably do another video on that, like the story, background story. I came from the Bronx, right? Like I was supposed to be a statistics drug dealer in the corner, locked up and everything. But because I worked my ass off since I was 14 years old, I mean, look at now. See what I'm saying? We got 99% of people wouldn't be able to do what you're doing. Keep it up, boss. Nathan Nicholas, appreciate that. Honestly, there were some days that I've thought about, I need to take a step back because sometimes this shit could be overwhelming. But it's just like any other day in the business world, Gun Hill in the house, Henny Bautista. All right, y'all. Fucking New York truckers. Check y'all later. And I hope this video was informational to you. And hopefully it helps you find out what to do with your trucking authority and figuring out where to put it at. So you're gonna be saving money for New York truckers moving your authority to Ohio. I just told you that jewel right there, $4,000 a truck. That's a lot of money if you got a lot, big fleet. All right, we got money earned Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is where was right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's simple. Get busy living or you get busy dying. It's your boy Hamlet checking off. See you later.